165 pounds. I got something that you'll love to read. So we took it to the taxidermist. And then
hit by a car or
at 21 he got hit by a car.
really?
So he lived 5 years after he got hit by a car.
Well, there was a picture of a deer on that run report, doe, no lower jaw, that's been living for 3 years. Yeah, they're amazingly tough creatures.
Attention all senior parents, you have 5 minutes to get to the goalposts at the north end of the field. All senior parents are now asked to assemble by the goalposts at the north end of the field.
He
got one.
Good evening and welcome to senior night at Plymouth Field, home of your Plymouth Panthers. Tonight in this East Central Conference football game, your undefeated high school senior Tia Gruzelski in singing our national anthem.
Broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched, for so gallantly stream, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good job.
And now, let's meet the Kewaskum Indian coaches and teams.
I think I will read. I just brought mine. I will read the seniors when they come on. I got that. There's the starters. You can get them when they're
Yep.
offensive. So I best running back, best player. He's always a concussion. For tomorrow's
And now, here are the senior members of your 2025
really
Plymouth
1-7?
Panthers and their parents. Wide receiver defensive back number 2, Dylan Cortal. And his parents, Jocelyn Perez and Nicholas Cortal.
We're gonna introduce the seniors tonight
Wide
as they come
receiver
out. Dylan
defensive back number
Corthels,
6,
number
Carter
2,
Weinhold.
number 6 Carter Weinhold.
Ty and Jennifer Weinhold.
I think you can hear the speakers
Wide
who their
receiver
parents are.
defensive back number 9, Parker Bursch.
Number 9 Parker Bursch.
And his parents, Ryan and Holly Bursch. Wide receiver defensive back number 15, Caden
Number
Schultz.
15 Caden Schultz.
Here with Vicky and Tim. Wide receiver defensive back number 19, Tyler
Number
Williams.
19 Tyler Williams.
And his parents, Joe and Amy Williams. Wide receiver defensive back number 20, Dylan Smith.
Number 20 Dylan Smith.
With his mom, Christina Smith, and sister, Natalia Smith. Wide receiver defensive back number 23, Aiden
Number
DeMonk.
23 Aiden DeMonk.
And his parents, Al and Jenny DeMonk. Running back, linebacker, number 34, Devin Miller.
Number 34
And
Devin
his
Miller.
parents, Adam and Ange Miller. Running back, linebacker, number 35, Sawyer Vorpagel.
Number 35 Sawyer Vorpagel.
Tight end, the defensive lineman, number 42, Nate Hilsell.
Number 42
With
Nate
Eric and
Heltsell.
Christy Heltsell. Offensive defensive lineman, number 44, Nolan Ritchie.
Number 44 Nolan
With Tony
Ritchie.
and Crystal Ritchie. Lineman number 54, Zach Miller.
Number 54 Zach Miller.
Lineman lineman number 62, Colton Steinke.
Number
With
62,
Chris
Colton
Katrina
Steinke.
Lineman number 74, Alex Young. With Adam and Jen Young.
Number 74, Alex Young.
Here is lineman number 78, Nick Nelson. With his parents, Chris and Kelly Nelson.
Number 78, Nick Nelson.
And lineman number 79, Jacob Schaub.
Number 79, Jacob Schaub. Congratulations to all the seniors and the parents, family, friends from the Plymouth Panther football team. It's a big night for parents, believe me. Kevin and I can both attest to that. So on that note, welcome to Plymouth Community TV and Plymouth Panther football on TV 14 and YouTube. Coming to you from Finke Field, Scott Richards, Kurt's off on the camera, Kevin Big Muskie Roadfit as our color commentator tonight. We're ready to play a football game, taking on the Kewaskum Indians. Kevin.
Welcome, Scott. Thanks a lot. Special night for those seniors, that's for sure.
You know, they feel it now. You know, now we hope to get a home playoff game. Our record is solid. We've got a away game next week at Beaver Dam. We're playing a team, Kewaskum, that has struggled. And, you know, you understand when a team is struggling doesn't mean you don't have kids, some kids playing hard, and you have the parents in the stands. And you go through that for a lot of reasons. You know, there's no NIL money unless you're at some different schools maybe. But yeah, so this is a big night for the Panthers to play in their home field. Their starting quarterback last week got hurt, Augie Eigenberger. Clean play, unfortunate play. He's doing very, very well, but we're not 100% sure how things may work tonight, but we'll see. And it's not necessarily next man up, it's team. Team make up for it.
Yep. Yeah, definitely, Scott. You may see a lot of direct snap to the tailbacks. You may see Ethan Rao at quarterback doing some stuff. So offense is going to be maybe a little bit different. We saw that last week a little bit. You know, we saw a little bit direct snaps too, and really did a good job because last week Devin Miller didn't play either. He was a little banged up from the week before during the Port game. So he took they kind of put him on the sidelines for a week just to get himself healthy, which is pretty good deal. Here we are for the kickoff, and Panthers are kicking off.
Kicks it solid. It's going to go deep over the head of Levi Whitfield, and it goes to the end zone, and the Kewaskum Indians will take over at the 20. This program is brought to you by the Backers, our Plymouth Community TV 14 sponsor team. Proud to have the Backers supporting the youth and teams in the community. We invite you to become a member of the Backers, and we'll spread the word about your fine business or organization. As a member of the Backers, your business or organization will be supporting the continuation of quality community programming on TV 14. For more information, contact Scott at 920-889-1819, Ginny at 933-3382. Be sure to check our website at PlymouthTV.org as well as your YouTube channel. Thank you for your support, and Kevin, here we go.
You know, Scott, it's interesting. The beginning of the season, we had York kind of squib kicking a lot of stuff, and in the last couple of weeks, he's been kicking it deep, and you know he's been doing a great job and kicking the ball deep into getting a lot of touchbacks and kicking the ball into the 10-yard line and doing a nice job there.
Eli Ogie, the quarterback, rolls out to his right, throws a pass to Kewaskum. It's a little short. Kewaskum has thrown the ball probably 2/3 of the time, maybe even a little bit more. Again, as I said, they have struggled. They're 0-7 on the season. It's been challenging, certainly, for them. But as I said, knowing a number of the people from Kewaskum, because some of my grandkids go out there, none of them play football. But it's still, you got to show up and you got to play. So 2nd and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Panthers in their standard defense. You're gonna get a penalty. The flag went out. Ogie's pass was threw it down the field for Litfield again. They're gonna try to isolate and throw the ball.
Scott, it looks like Ogie throws a pretty nice ball there. Just looked up some stats before the game. He's thrown for almost 1,500 yards this year. So I mean, he throws, like you said, about 2/3 of the time.
he's a good. Again, I get the information from a couple of kids that I know. He's a good athlete, throws the ball pretty well. He actually, from according to them, would like to play beyond high school. He's got defensive pass interference. You can see it. It's right down in front of us. So that penalty gives Kewaskum a first down at the 30-yard line. It was a good throw. Pretty well defended by Tyler Williams, but evidently he ran into him about 10 yards before the pass got to the receiver. So it's 1st and 10. A first down by penalty.
Next series of downs or our next play here will set that Panther defense for you.
Going deep again, threw a little bit long. They had Williams isolated. Looks like they may be trying to do that a little bit. Decent job by their line, but some pressure from the Panther defensive line.
Let's set that Panther defense. Number 3 at defensive or at linebacker, Josh Watkins. At defensive back, number 9, Parker Bursch. At a defensive end, outside linebacker, number 11, Cole Kuhn. At outside defensive back, number 15, Caden Schultz. At another defensive back, number 19, Tyler Williams.
There was a little movement in the backfield on that one, but Ogie's pass was wide. You're right. They do throw it a lot. No, I was talking to a few people before the game, and I said the one thing, you can throw it, but if you have no running game to go with it, the defense can just sit on the pass.
Yep.
You know. So
number 23, Aiden DeMonk at a defensive back. Number 28, Maxima Choka at a linebacker. Number 34, Devin Miller at a linebacker. Number 42, Nithel Helstel.
Ogie's going to get a first down. There was nobody there. I don't know if they threw a blitz on him, but boy, the C's opened up. They've got a first down. So, first down on penalty and a first down on a scramble. Somebody did not contain their responsibility in the line.
And real quick, number 44, Nolan Ritchie had a defensive tackle. That's your Panther defense. Basically, Scott, they play a 4-4-3. Your 2 defensive ends really are outside linebackers, but they do get down on a 3-point stance.
Yeah, they're kind of hybrids. There's a handoff and tackle
really
at the line by, I think Vorpagel. It was a 5. It was Sawyer Vorpagel. Good play.
No game.
So, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, there Sawyer came from the weak side and wasn't blocked, and he made good penetration and did a nice job.
Yeah, it's a little hard to run when somebody hasn't been blocked. So, 2nd and 10 from the Kewaskum zone, 44, just past the 44-yard line. That time, number 3,
Josh Watkins. You know, he's really had a great year for a kid that we didn't know awful lot about.
He was hurt early. He was hurt for at least the first 2 games. And I heard, well, he had this good running back, but boy, he has played well. Watkins, they list him at 185, 6'1", only a junior. So he's going to grow a little bit, you would think. And, yeah, that was a great play. So it's 3rd and 12. He just read that one. I don't think it was a blitz. I just think he read the run, read the blocking, and away he went.
Yeah, Kewaskum tried to do a quick dive there. I would assume they're going to pass here.
This quick slant. Boy, for a team that throws the ball a lot, they're just not on timing. So 4th and 13, Kewaskum should go back to punt. Deep for the Panthers will be, I believe, Aiden DeMonk. He's been doing it pretty consistently all season.
You know, and there, Ogie had all kinds of time. He should have taken his time a little bit. I mean, the wideout was open.
You know, throwing it a lot and throwing it well are 2 different things. So he struggled a little bit. Yeah, the receiver was open. He would not have gotten a first down, I don't believe. Irrelevant now. They just moved again. There we go. We'll get 5 yards on that. As a coach, you know, that is, I think that's the most frustrating penalty as a coach that you get, these procedures where you just wait for the cadence. It wasn't a slow snap, but 2 people did move. So
Yeah, and the guy on the outside here in the end,
he moved a lot.
He took like a step backwards.
So DeMunk is deep, standing at the 35-yard line. They did it again. You know, Kevin, I'm going to say this with all due respect. You see where teams struggle when you're, you know, and again, this is a very young team. They have a good sophomore class, but they struggle when you get 2 procedure penalties thrown on your punt team. You know, you're trying to get kids into the game, and you know that's what happens in this situation.
Look what happens. I mean, we see it in the college football.
Right.
We see it in the pros.
Right.
I mean, every week.
They get paid more.
Punt blocks. You know.
Stay away from it. Stay away from it. Stay away from it. Good bounce. Now, there was no way DeMunk could come up and catch that one. So the Panthers will take over at their own 32, and while we've got the change of possessions, the Paddock Club and Lake Streak and Elkhart Lake, where Chef Lynn Chisholm celebrates the bounty from local farmers using old world techniques, making artisanal handmade pasta, bread, house smoked meat, sandwiches, and much more. Wednesday and Thursday gives you the opportunity to try multiple dishes at reasonable prices with small plate specials. Open Wednesday through Saturday, dinner served in the bar, dining room, or takeout. Comfort food made with love for you and your family. So, the mystery
Panther
question.
offense, we're going to come out here a little bit different, I believe, and
Snap is direct to Miller. He gets to the outside. Oh, we're going to have a...
Kevin Miller takes the direct snap.
I think we're going to get a hold on Plymouth.
It's generally where you'd see so, but the coaches are kind of going something to Miller like. We'll find out. Face... they didn't have a snap on the helmet, or they didn't have a mouth guard in. One of the two, equipment violation and
mouth guard or snap.
I saw the coaches hollering at somebody. Not that coaches holler; they were correcting them. So it makes it 1st and 15. Miller gets it again, gets up the middle, gets to the outside. He's grabbled. He's still going. He's going to get real close to the first down. He had to get to the 42. It looks like they're going to put it down at the 43.
So, Scott, we've got no quarterback. We've got 2 blocking backs. Kuhn and Vorpagel.
Yep.
And pretty much direct snapping to Devin Miller.
Well, they got a lot of athletes. I believe we have another one at quarterback right now. Cade Schultz takes a handoff. He's going to carry it outside. He breaks, and there's nobody going to catch him. He's gone, baby. Go. Touchdown. Cade Schultz and the Panthers.
57 yards, Scott.
I'll tell you what. There was
an RPO.
Nobody there. He didn't get tuffed. He could have probably took a shower before he stopped. But, yeah, it was a good call, Coach Grun. Good setup by that line and good run by Caden Schultz.
That is a 57-yard touchdown.
So it's 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. The Panthers take the lead 6-0. Yerk with a hold from Schultz for the extra point.
Little change there. First time I think we've seen Schultz in the backfield there this year. Did he run last week?
Nope. They went with Ethan Rouse. So the kick is good, and the Panthers lead 7-0 with 9 minutes to go. And while we have the little break, Miller and Belt, Hillendale Road, corner of 67 and PP, invites you to stop in and check out their complete line of steel products. You'll find trimmers, blowers, edgers, lawnmowers, chainsaws, batteries, chargers, and much more. Stop in and see for yourself the great selection of steel products at Miller and Belt. Keep in mind, they service everything they sell. Plymouth Furniture on Eastern Avenue in Plymouth. They have over 40 mattress styles on display from Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster. Plymouth Furniture carries furniture, mattresses, and appliances with an amazing selection of sofas, recliners, lift chairs, lodge furniture, dining room furniture, custom-made Amish furniture, bedroom furniture, and a lot more furniture for every room in your house. Quality brands, Flex Steel, Southern Motion, Best, GE, and Ashley. Make sure to visit the back of the furniture store where you'll find the area's largest furniture clearance center, along with great deals on mattresses, furniture, and appliances.
It's
So,
got some credit there to the offensive line. They made a few blocks there, and I'll name those guys. Zach Miller, number 54, Noah Stittenpool, Bronx Romanowski, Joey Anhalt, and Jacob Schwab.
Yerk's kickoff goes into the end zone again, so Kewaskum once again start at the 20. Now those kicks, well, Yerk, if you can do that, now granted, you know, the Kewaskum's return guys probably could slide over and try to pick it up and go, but that kick is so effective. Now you can get a bad bounce, it can do something goofy, but so far so good. So 1st and 10 from the 20, the Panthers up 7-0 with their first drive. Kewaskum moved the ball on a penalty of pass interference and a quarterback scrambled by the quarterback OG. So 1st and 10, Kewaskum splits out a little bit. Direct snap to Ogie again. That was
almost picked off by Miller.
The Panther sort of.
Miller.
That was. Yeah, he's sort of going. He's hasn't hit himself in the head yet. That's good. We don't want to hurt his head, but you know, the Panthers have sort of figured out that's what OG's going to do. He's going to you know, basically roll out a waggle, kind of go reverse cut.
And as long as that weak side outside linebacker can put some pressure on him, I mean, that's the biggest thing. He's just got to stay home. You know, force him to throw the ball a little bit sooner than he should be.
2nd and 10. Handoff, nothing there. Nothing
Great
there.
form
Another
tackle.
good tackle. Running back, number 33, Alexander Baer gets.
Alexander Baer.
Now the leading rusher for Kewaskum is out tonight.
Teams won.
Devin
Grisolano, so
Miller with that tackle there. Great form tackle.
they have. I tell you, all year you've seen some really good. What they have is some athletes that play football. So 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9 at the 21. Let's see what. He got grabbed. Oh my goodness. And he's going down. And I'll tell you what, somebody got literally tackled going after OG on that one, but I guess it wasn't that bad. So Eli Ogie is tackled way back at the 5. Yale Health ends up with the sack, loses 15, so they're going to be backed up to the end line when they punt the football. Panthers are in pink tonight. The Panther faithful. Pretty nice crowd. It's a beautiful, beautiful night again here in Plymouth.
You know, one thing, Scott, our defensive tackles aren't the biggest kids, but they're.
Here again, as coaches, you get really, really, really. I mean, like you said, though, Kevin, we've seen it in the NFL. We've seen it in the
college game.
Power 4 college game everywhere. No matter where it is, especially when you're right by the ball.
Still 4th and 19.
It seems like Panthers are trying. They must feel they can get a block kick.
Well,
now they're going to get a penalty.
DeMonk calls a fair catch, gets that to 35. They must have assumed he got blocked into him or something because there was some contact for sure. So Panthers start over 1st and 10 at the Kewaskum 36-yard line, 7:34 to go. We'll give a little shout out to the people in Partyville tonight watching the ball game. I found out a few grandparents are watching their Kewaskum kids. And Jerry Preeter sitting in his garage by himself, of course. Schultz takes handoff. Miller gets the ball, picks up about 3.
Handoff to Devin Miller straight over the center.
Devin picks up 3. Oh, they only give him about 4. So 4 yards on any carry is a good carry. But we've had so many long runs this year that you may not think so. 2nd and 6.
So now we got Schultz lining up at quarterback 4 plays in a row.
Miller finds a hole, makes a really nice cut. you know, Kevin, when you think about Devin Miller, we know he's fast, but he does other things that are pretty nice
Yeah,
as a running back.
He really does. He really waits for his blocks, his blockers in front of him to make their block, and you know, then he cuts off of that block and picks the hole perfectly. Sometimes, you know, it just does a nice job there.
Schultz stays at quarterback. Kuhn and Miller on either side of him. Hand goes to Kuhn. Kuhn's been running hard every time he gets the ball. He is a north, but he fumbled the ball. I thought so. I could hear the Kewaskum. He's a hard runner, but he fumbled her, so Kewaskum will get it back.
Kewaskum recovers on their own 15-yard line. First down, Indians.
I said he runs hard, and he's always fighting for that extra yard. But and every running back should do that. But sometimes, you know, cut your losses a little bit and take it to the ground with the ball. So Panther defense is back out there. Kewaskum gets the ball 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line. Hoagie will stay at quarterback, I'm quite sure. Now they're setting something up with that one, you know, because they are really all year long, quarterbacks and teams have stayed away from Schultz. He doesn't have, I don't believe he has interception on the year. He had 7 of them last year, so they look away from him, and that's a smart thing to do. But Ty Williams had great coverage, but that would be, to me, they're going to set up an out and up.
Down and up, yep. And that Whitfield is their #1 receiver. He's got 520 yards receiving for the season. And he must have some speed. Looks like the Panthers are gonna give him some help out there.
That's Watson again. Well, he came around the outside, I'll tell you. Hoagie had no time at all. The defensive end or outside linebacker down in the 3-point shot inside. Watson curled around on the outside and dangle.
Yeah, he you know, he's that inside middle linebacker, and he just looped right around the outside, and nobody
there.
Nobody touched him, and he had enough time to get around there and get to the quarterback.
You can see why they have to roll out. Now again, I know they're young, and that was a very well-designed blitz. But sometimes you have to have max protect if you're going to throw the ball. They don't have a lot of time for their QB. Running play, nothing going. Trying to see who the first tackler was.
Straight ahead to Ezra Stuck.
It may have been Kuhn again. They've been rotating players on defense now. Miller comes out.
44, Nolan Ritchie with the tackle. 5:03 left in the quarter.
Back to punt. DeMonk in the same spot. Punts have been about 30 yards. He doesn't have to go too deep, I don't think. Oh, it looks like they're going to try to hold up the Gunners a little bit. He's got a chance here. Aiden is nice block. He gets to the outside. He's going to get up the sideline, knocked out inside the 20. That was well designed.
Nice job.
Really well designed. They held up the Gunners, they doubled the Gunners on the outside.
And when he made the turn, they blocked another guy. Yeah. Really nice job by the return team there.
So Plymouth 1st and 10 at the Kewaskum 19. 4:39 to go in the first quarter. Plymouth up 7-0. Plymouth had the ball twice, scored on a long run by Schultz, had a fumble on the second series, and now they got it back deep inside Kewaskum Indian territory. Miller's lined up as the Wildcat, trying to get outside. Well played for the Indians. Good play by number 28, Evan Soik. Miller picked up they got him at 3.
Evan Soik.
2nd and 7.
Yeah, Kuhn's got to hold that block a little bit longer there. He just kind of popped that guy or drive him outside and give Miller a chance to read off of that block. And
Schultz back in at QB. I think you have Vorpagel and Kuhn on either side. Oh, it was Miller. Oh, I'll tell you, that's a good job. Panther line, same problem they had last week. They are getting a lot of seepage off this. I don't know if they're not getting a cut block or what they're not getting, but they've got last two plays somebody in the backfield quickly.
Number 77 for Kewaskum with the tackle, Hendrik Stater. You know, they've got some pretty good size up front.
They got a little bit of size, yeah. So you got 3rd and 6, 4-down territory, I'm sure. Schultz is going to take the snap. Tosses out to Miller. Miller is going to get to the outside, and we're going to get another touchdown, but we got a flag thrown at where you generally will see some type of offensive penalty, and they're all walking backwards.
Holding is indicated against Plymouth. That will be a
You know, I said this last week, and I say it again. These penalties against Kewaskum's a team that is certainly down, but against a good team are really, really going to come back to haunt you.
Yep. We saw that a little bit against Port 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
You know, we had some crucial penalties that kind of hurt us.
Yeah. Well, even last
overall.
week in a game that we were dominating, we saw some that cost us, tossed us points, right there.
Right.
Now you put everybody out in a difficult situation. Schultz going deep to Bursch. Oh, and, boy, there was contact.
Hayden Schultz pass is intended for Parker Bursch.
Well, I'll tell you what, that might have been just
4th and 10 from the 19-yard line.
similar. I thought it was similar to what Ty Williams had earlier. Throw's a good throw through where he had to throw it. Burch was turning around. There may have been. It was one of those situations where
it looked like Bursch kind of extended his arms towards
so
the
now we
defensive
got
back a little bit.
4th and 10 at the 20. Schultz still at QB. They're going to they're bringing people. Going to the outside. Nope. Missed. Just miscommunication. So the Panthers, once again, they have a touchdown pulled back because of a penalty. And like I've said, they've done so many good things. You got to just clean her up a little bit. So 3:06 to go. The Panthers still up 7-0. So defense gets back on the field. 1st and 10 for Kewaskum Indians at their own 19-yard line. OG stays in the shotgun. They're gonna do what they've done. It's 8th game of the year. That could change a whole lot here. Nice throw, nice catch. Well defended. Ogie completes it to Levi Whitfield picks up about 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Choka on the coverage.
So, 2nd and 6. Kewaskum has some positive yards. Ogie had good time on that throw. So, Ogie's going to carry it to the outside. Oh,
really nice pursuit by 44 there, Ritchie.
Great job by Nolan Ritchie.
Forced outside by Nolan Ritchie.
So actually lost a yard on the play. 2nd and 7.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
32 for the Panthers in Charlie Nass. Out comes Nolan Ritchie. Go to a linebacker replacing a down lineman on what you would consider to be a passing situation. Well, against Kewaskum, they're mostly passing situations. Swings it out. Oh, they're going to get a 1st down. Well played. Nice pass to the swing back on the outside. Alexander Bear put his head down and ran straight ahead for a 1st down.
1st down, Kewaskum.
Panthers are kind of letting Kewaskum just hang around here a little bit.
Well, yeah. I mean, they had one touchdown called back. They had a fumble. These, like I said, these are the things. And again, they're correctable, but so 1st and 10. Going deep again. That's a good call. So they throw deep. Tyler Williams on the coverage. That's what they're throwing. They're going to throw it. They're going to throw it to Levi Whitfield. So it's not a possession at the spot. It's not a spot fall like the NFL. But and there was pressure on OG. They give Kewaskum coaches credit. They've said we're going to isolate. And I said they were going to do an out and up. I didn't think it was bad coverage, but when that receiver turned, Williams ran into him, and that's a penalty.
We're consistently getting beat. That wideout was 10 yards past Williams.
Yeah, and he was catching up, but like I said, as the receiver kind of slowed up to go back get the ball, he ran into him. That's a penalty. So another positive run up the middle.
Again.
Picked up all 3.
Watkins wraps him up. 2nd and 7.
45 seconds left in the quarter.
If I'm Kewaskum, I'm going to let the clock run. They're going to, for them right now, to be down 7-0 at the end of 1, they feel like they've done some good things. So 2nd and 7. Under 30 seconds when the ball gets snapped. Another quick out to Whitfield again. That time Bursch safety slid over a little bit to help out just in case. So the clock stops. 15 seconds to go. It'll be 3rd and 7.
In for the Panthers, number 32, Charlie Nass.
So Carter Weinald into the ball game. Burst slides over a little bit. Schultz on the bottom. The Monk is uptight as a strong safety. Running the football, picks up maybe 2
fumble.
And looks like a fumble. Officials right on top of it.
Yes, and the Panthers
and the
recover.
Panthers, there, that's
Big turnover.
Good, I'll tell you, a good hit both ways. So the Panthers will get the ball back. 9 seconds to go in the 1st quarter. So just shy of the 50 at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10 Panthers. So 1st and 10.
You didn't white out for the first time in about 2 weeks, Dylan Korthals.
Yeah, he was banged up a little bit.
He's been banged up for 4 weeks or so.
He's isolated way down at the bottom down here. Miller gets to the
Miller.
outside. He breaks 1 tackle, and they are not going to catch him. Goodbye. Good night, Irene. Devin Miller takes it 51 yards for a score. Broke a tackle. That's why I talk about him. He's fast, yes, but he breaks tackles. He moves around well. So that's a quick comeback.
That's nicely done by the Panthers there. They get that quick 9-second score.
Well, they sealed the outside.
Yep.
The line sealed the outside.
Yep.
So Schultz to hold.
Then Miller broke a tackle.
He did
broke a tackle.
Yeah.
About 4 yards into that run, he broke a tackle and
up, and the kick is good. So at the end of the 1st quarter, the Panthers lead the Kewaskum Indians 14-0. A message from 2020 Vision's doctors Brad Wickland, Corrine Beiersdorf, and Alexandria Van Els. At 2020 Visions, we want our patients to know that they are getting the most thorough and comprehensive eye exam available, which includes a color vision check, depth perception check, glaucoma test, internal and external eye health check, plus much, much more. With their wide range of services, 2020 Visions is ready to take care of all your eye care needs. Call 2020 Visions for an appointment today. Meyer Motors, 107 Plaza Lane in Plymouth, Wisconsin. Voted #1 in Sheboygan County for the best in new car dealership 3 years running. Best locally owned business, best auto repair shop, best tire center, best car wash, and detail shop. Serving you since 1926, we pride ourselves on customer service with a wide variety of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get to know us at GoMeyerMotors.com. Connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, even TikTok. Meyer Motors, small town dealership, big town service. Looking forward to seeing you soon. So Johnny Hooker and Levi Whitfield back to return the kickoff from Yerk. Panthers 14-0. Got a turnover. Kewaskum's moved the ball a little bit. Edmund pops it up a little bit, hits the ground. Nice hop for Whitfield. He's going to take it to the outside, and nothing doing. Good coverage.
Really nice coverage. 1st and 10, Kewaskum from the 17.
Panthers hold the Kewaskum.
So Panthers have rotated some players, you know, on both sides of the ball, not on the offensive line, but a little on the defensive line and at linebacker.
Kewaskum will take over
Mikey.
at their own 18-yard line.
So
First down,
just
Indians.
starting the second quarter, the Panthers up 14-0. Same backfield, same setup. Hoagie on a quick out and completes the pass to number 11, Jace Wachowski.
Gain of about 7.
Gain 7 to make it 2nd and 3. Out to the 25-yard line, their own 25. Now that was a good quick out, good throw.
Yep. Really nice. Just looking at that Kewaskum roster, like you said, there's very few seniors and a lot of freshmen and juniors and sophomores. So they're going to be a team.
There was the given. There was the out and goal.
Hoagie's pass intended for Jace Wachowski. Incomplete.
They, I'll tell you what, a good throw. They had him open.
When it sure looked like there was some motion there.
Yeah, a little bit. So 3rd and 3. This is usually where they've tried to rotate OG outside a little bit. Single back. There he goes, as I said. Oh, good play. Tyler Williams and well, I tell you, it was sort of double team. Good Troca and Tyler Williams came and great play.
Boy, Tyler Williams, he was
a torpedo.
He should have had that interception.
Would have been tough. There was contact when there was a good collision, good coverage. Tell you, I give OG some credit. He got away from a little bit of pressure. Yeah.
Boy, it looks like they're going to go for it here, Scott.
You know,
Guess when you're 0-7.
well, they've got it to where, yeah, that's what I
maybe
thought.
Not.
No, they're going to get a nice bounce. Ends up being a great punt. Oh, the old turf helps you a lot. It's about a 50-yard punt. So the Panthers will get the ball.
The Kewaskum quick kick rolls dead just inside the Panther 30-yard
So,
line. First down, Plymouth Panthers.
First down.
Let's set that offense for the Panthers.
Sure.
Number 9, Parker Bursch at a wideout. Number 11 at fullback, Cole Kuhn. Number 15 at quarterback tonight, Caden Schultz.
That
Number
time it was
23 wideout.
Aiden the Monk. Kuhn on the
Aiden
carry.
DeMonk.
He's going to pick up about 13. Now,
Number 32.
DeMonk has played quarterback before, but not last year. This year he backed up, I think, some last year. And then this year, Rao backed up some, and then Schultz has played it. I know he played it his freshman year, so.
Number 32, Charlie Nassett, tight end. Number 34, Devin Miller at running back. Number 54, Zach Miller at a lineman. Number 55, Nolan Stotenpool at a lineman. Number 65, Brox Romanowski at a lineman.
And some Miller, he's going to have to make a quick cut, and he does. He picks up some tough yardage. Wow. Picks up about 13, 14,
Number
15
66,
yards.
Joey Anhalt as a lineman, and number 79, Jacob Schwab as a offensive lineman. Really nice run again by Devin Miller.
He made the right cut. You know, standing up here, you can just see he sees the field. Even when you're watching on TV, why didn't they make that cut up here? You can see it. He makes it. Schultz deals at quarterback with Kuhn and Miller in the backfield. 1st and 10. Panthers into Kewaskum territory. Miller gets the ball up the middle, picks up some decent yardage. Still moving, not yet. And he gets an extra yard. So he gets out to about the 36-yard line. We'll bring up second and 7. Second and 3, a gain of 7. We kind of waited for them to unpile and move the chain flag. Again, Panthers up 14-0, moving the ball real well right now.
Now we'll get DeMonk at quarterback.
Schultz at the
Taking
bottom of
direct
the
snap,
screen.
right?
Yep. Hands it to Kuhn up the middle, and Kuhn will get not only the first down, but a lot more. As I said, he's a very tough runner. Puts it down just inside.
He just doesn't go down easy.
Runs hard. Well, he
keeps really good balance.
You know, Kuhn,
and does a really nice job.
You know, he's only a junior. He's 6'2", 195 pounds, and when he keeps his shoulders square, he's moving forward. Panthers actually are lucky. They have running backs. They have Miller, they have Kuhn, they have Troca, they have Dylan Smith. They got some running backs. Wildcat with Miller in the backfield. He's looking for a way. He finds it on the outside, and a pancake block by Sawyer Vorpagel. Touchdown, Panthers.
You know, great block by Sawyer Vorpagel.
You don't get many of those open field pancakes.
Yeah.
That one's going to be shown a lot of times.
All week.
Anybody that doesn't feel that they can block out there.
Yeah.
So the Panthers take 20-0 lead, 19 to go with the Yerk extra point to come. And the kick is good again, so the Panthers are up 21-0. A very efficient series for the Panthers. Bring you a message from Waldo State Bank, 119 North Depot Street in Waldo, Wisconsin. Local, independent like you, Waldo State Bank serving the community since 1913 at 119 North Depot Street in beautiful Waldo, Wisconsin. Member FDIC. Give them a call at 528-8385. Plymouth Glass, 102 East Main Street, kitty corner from the library, is a family-run business honored to serve the people of our community. At Plymouth Glass, we offer a wide variety of services, including standard and custom shower enclosures, aluminum storefront windows and doors, safety glass, glass tabletops, thermal pane replacement, plastics, cabinet glass with many patterns to choose from, plus much, much more. Stopping at Plymouth Glass, we're ready to handle all of your glass needs. PJ Campbell's. Oh, Yerk's ready to go. He's kicked it well so far. And there's another one. It's
right down the middle?
Right down the middle. Another good. Oh, he scooted away. That was a
nice recover.
It was a nice recover, but I'll tell you, Johnny Cooker did a nice job for the Panthers. Charlie for the Panthers, number 9, Parker Burch, was able to, after the bounce out, pick him up. So Kewaskum has the ball at their own 22.5-yard line, 1st and 10, 9:08 to go in the second quarter. Panthers defense has been solid. Again, they've sort of kept things under control. Kewaskum's made a made a few yards. Nothing. They've had a couple. Two of their biggest plays were pass interferences, but overall the Panthers have done things very, very well.
Rush defense has been very good, Scott.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
when Kewaskum's made yards, it's been more on pass interference penalties than
Yeah.
you know, completions. But I don't expect Kewaskum not to throw the ball.
See, look at I tell you, our linebackers and our defensive line has done some great scrapes. Those linebackers doesn't look to me like, I don't know how good their offensive line is, but it doesn't look like they're prepared for the things we're throwing at them. So Nolan Ritchie, I tell you, we've heard Nolan Ritchie's name a lot tonight.
Yeah. I'm just looking at some of those numbers that are on that offensive line. There's a lot of sophomores.
Yep.
There's 4 sophomores that are starting.
Well,
on that offensive
and
line
some of those started last year as freshmen. They've said they've got this, you know, and again, they're not just stumbling around out there. They're just not quite ready
Not
yet.
enough experience,
Right.
quite. But they're big kids.
Would you give and goal? Throwing it deep. Bursch is down there. Not available. Well covered.
Ogie's pass is intended for Johnny Hooker. It's incomplete. Penalty marker on the field.
What's the flag?
Guy's out of bounds.
Defensive holding indicated against the Panthers.
There was some contact. I didn't see any. Yeah. We didn't. I didn't see a hold. There was some contact, but that wasn't the ball. The ball wasn't in the air.
Second and a long short 2.
So 2nd and 2.
I don't know how he makes that call when the line judge is standing 5 yards away from it.
It's interesting where the call came from on that play. Boy, nice. I'll tell you, Johnny Hooker got hit hard and broke the tackle and picks up a gain of about 8 yards.
Pushed out of bounds.
He did that on that kickoff return. He bounced off a tackle and kept on going.
First down, Kewaskum.
Williams has got a wrap there.
Yeah, but I said what is Johnny Hooker? What grade is he in school?
He's a senior
He's a
wideout.
senior. So positive yardage for the Indians. 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line. They're making a little bit of stuff happen here. There was some movement. Picked up about 4 or 5 yards on the play. Alexander Bear on the run.
3 yards in the middle of the Panther defense. 2nd and 7.
Now is not the time to relax.
7:53 left in the second quarter. Panthers up 21-0.
So I'll give them 2nd and 6. Their passes have been more quick, knowing that there's been so much pressure on OG in the backfield. I mean, the Panthers have looked. They're organized. They're doing a lot of good things, and we're gonna.
Ogie is under
Oh, we got the
pressure and
TV.
passes it out of
It was a
bounds.
great pass to the TV. Now I hear people. Yeah,
3rd and 6.
there was sort of a receiver in the area.
Yeah. Fans are getting all over him.
It's kind of a funny one though. So anyway, it's 3rd and 6 for the Indians. 7 minutes to go, just over 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. Poor Puggles talking to the official about it. I can imagine what that conversation is like. That was
Ogie's pass is overthrown.
overthrown. So I'm going to guess they're going to punt the football, fourth and six, excuse me. So,
I would guess what they're going to do. They're going to do the same thing they did the series before.
well, then DeMunk just runs back and try to catch it. And
Blocked.
so, it's not a bad kick, all things considered. Panthers will take over at their own 32, 7:05 to go, up 21-0. Panthers have, well, both teams have all 3 timeouts left in the second quarter. We don't know who we'll see catching the ball from the center. It's a mystery tonight. So far, it's been pretty much Miller and Schultz.
A couple times Kuhn.
Couple times Kuhn, right?
Looks like Caden is there.
With Kuhn on his right and Miller on his left.
I would expect that we're going to see an RPO one of these times, and there it is.
Or he'll just run. Yep, there. That thing was me pretty much, I'm going to run. So it was a great run by Schultz. Gets down to about the 47-yard line of Kewaskum.
47, first down, Plymouth Panthers.
Yeah, a little fake dive there, and quarterback keeper on the end, like he did the first quarter.
And actually pretty well played by the Kewaskum secondary. But yeah, but again, they sealed that inside.
Yep.
So he got to the outside.
Yep.
So give that offensive line, gave him a chance to get outside.
You know, and it's
DeMunk at quarterback now. Schultz at the bottom of the screen. Quick handoff to Kuhn. He bounces off and picks up at least 5 yards, maybe 6.
Handoff to the fullback, Cole.
maybe 7.
Yeah, could be.
Going to be
He was stopped.
maybe 8.
He was stopped at about 3 yards. As I said, he gets his pads low. He's a good-sized kid. Keeps the legs driving, and sometimes it's just will. You just you're not going to bring me down.
He's got great leg strength.
Second and
We've
2.
seen that all year long from him.
Second and 2. Schultz at QB again. Now they've got
Timeout by the Panthers. Coach Gron.
Again, because, you've got different stuff with the quarterbacks and some different little plays.
Yep.
So you call the timeout. Make sure you know what you're doing. And while they do, PJ Campbell's at the Depot is a casual dining experience in a historic train depot converted into a restaurant. Join our family and enjoy comfort food, which includes steaks, ribs, sandwiches, and German favorites, offering something for everyone. Don't forget the big pretzel and baked French onion. Open Wednesday through Saturday each day at 4 p.m. Bank First, 2700 Eastern Avenue, takes great pride in supporting the community and doing these ads from them. It tells you one of the things they do. We believe by working together we can transform lives and build stronger communities for our future generations. Giving back has allowed Bank First to develop meaningful relationships with local families, businesses, and nonprofit organizations. We believe these relationships strengthen us. Bank First, it's different at Bank First. So, second and 2, Schultz at quarterback yet with Kuhn and Miller. Schultz going deep to DeMont.
Oh, thank you.
Well, we've seen that before, only the other way.
Yeah.
It was a good throw as DeMont was curling. Schultz threw it right where he should, towards the inside, and as DeMont's curling to the inside.
I'll let DeMont go and get it, try to go and get it, and the defensive back.
It wasn't terrible coverage. It was a good throw, but that extra hand on your back makes it a little bit tougher. So the Panthers pick up down to the 24, just shy of the 24-yard line, 1st and 10. 5:52 to go in the first half.
Scott, I had a feeling that was coming.
Yep.
I saw Coach Gron give DeMont the signal like, you go. And it's going to throw it out there.
I'm going to suggest, Kevin, that they were offsides.
It could have been.
Offside is indicated against the Indians.
Considering he was in the deep or offensive backfield before the ball wasn't even snapped.
You know, it doesn't take Schultz long to have that type of a cadence, because he drew him off with whatever the cadence was, and give the linemen credit. They didn't move. Our linemen didn't
Credit
move.
to offensive line there, really, quite honestly, for not jumping.
Yeah.
It's easy to do when you got some guy. It seems like the Kewaskum coach is really.
Yeah. The hand goes to Miller up the middle. He bounces the outside again. He's still going. And they get him down just, I think, shy of the first down.
Miller breaks one tackle to get 4 yards.
So he's going to pick up 4 yards, get just, whoa.
Really nice run there by Devin. He broke 2 tackles there. Maybe got 3.
So it's going to
Harder
be
than 3. That's
second
for sure.
and about a yard and a half. And they get the football down where I can see it. It will help. Okay.
Obviously, Kewaskum is keying on Miller here. Oh,
They're sliding a safety over towards DeMonk. Korthels gets the ball, getting to the
Korthels.
outside, plays the block, run, keeps going. Bingo, down to the 5-yard line. Good run, Dylan Korthels.
Dylan Korthels, first carry of the year. Glad to see the Panthers gave him
Yep, there were some decent blocks on the outside. Kewaskum was able to, I'll tell you, they did a good job keeping him out of the end zone. So, first and goal, Panthers at the 5-yard line.
5-yard line. First and goal, Plymouth Panther.
So,
Give the senior a carry there on a little end sweep.
well, they've got extra blockers at the top. Right up the middle, great job. Line pushed, good job. Devin Miller for another score. Panther line took him into the end zone. The Panthers go up 27-0, 4:33 to go in the first half. Extra point coming.
Scott, you can hear the defensive coordinator over in the Kewaskum sidelines yelling for those inside linebackers, the blitz, and they still can't stop them.
No. Well, again, good give
Good
credit
line
to that
block.
yerk
Yep. Good line block, that's for
Yerk
sure.
the kick. Schultz to hold, little snap, little low. Yerk, good job. Extra point is good. Panthers up 28-0, 4:33 to go in the first half. And while we have a break, Advanced Eye Care and Aesthetics. Doctors Tim and Cheryl Ziegler, Dr. Chris Schinelli, and the staff at Advanced Eye Care and Aesthetics are there to provide for all your eye health needs, whether it's using the many diagnostics for all your eye health testing, a new pair of glasses from their wide selection of frames or contact lenses on their guaranteed contact lens success program. Advanced Eye Care and Aesthetics can do it all. Now includes the treatment for dry eye and inflammation in the IPL Optolite system. Most insurance plans and Medicare are accepted. Advanced Eye Care and Aesthetics leading the way in total vision wellness. AdvancedEyeCarePlymouth.com. So Yerk's going to kick off. Both teams again up. The Panthers are down to 2 timeouts. They did call one. Coach Grun called it to throw the deep throw to DeMonk. Wasn't completed, but did draw an interference.
Scott, it's good to see Coach Burnett down on the sidelines tonight.
He patrolled that sidelines for so long, and he just likes to be down there.
I hate to say it, but he was my 6th grade gym teacher back in 1973.
I thought it was 53.
No.
Uh-oh. Yeah, he taught at the junior high.
Was my football coach in 77 and 78.
Yep.
Kewaskum will start.
So
He's been around a long time. It's good to see Pat.
he did 50 full years. I know I did 30. I think Coach Grun just did his 30th year. I did 30, and it went fast. You enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, you didn't do it. My son
Right.
Mike's up here watching the game with us. He's done 30 years. So it's in your blood, kind of, a little bit.
I see Coach Knaus is here too tonight,
Yep.
roaming around a
So
little bit.
1st and 10, pretty much same formation always for Kewaskum. They change up. Now we have got to jump off sides. Unless, wait.
I think you're going to call
Penalty markers
offside
stopped,
on
right?
Panthers.
I'm not seeing it. They're not.
The Panthers are offside. a 5-yard penalty.
Well, the official down here dropped the flag and he didn't give the signal. I didn't know. Just waiting for the signal to be sure because you never know. So it's going to be.
I think Sawyer jumped there and then he drew the tackle.
Yep, 1st and 5.
So this is like a freebie here. Be careful.
Tell you what, that was a good cut.
Yeah, and if he keeps his feet, he gets big yards
He's
there.
going to pick up. Gavin Nadel on a real good cut. I mean, the line got off the ball, but one block was decent. He made a cut, so he picks up 3, 2nd and 2.
4 minutes and 13 seconds left in the first half.
Panthers would love to get a stop, get the ball back one more time. Okay, a little different formation. Tight end at the top. The OG's looking down the middle. And it's down the middle all right. The Tyler Williams picks it off. Gets around to the outside. Hang on to the ball, Tyler. Attaboy. And he gets hit a couple times out of bounds. Nothing serious. So, another TO by the Panthers and Tyler Williams.
He brings that ball back into Indian territory and pushed out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
Did you say that was his first interception of the season?
That I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
I thought you had said that earlier.
No, I thought he'd had one. Yeah, I thought he had one earlier in the season. But yeah, no, he played it well. They ran it was an I don't know what.
No, but I'm not saying Williams. I'm saying Ogie is at quarterback.
Oh no, he's had some. He's thrown a few. Well,
but Panthers go 3 wideouts here.
Monk hands it to Miller. It's well played by Kewaskum. Now that time the outside did not get sealed at all. So there's nothing there, and it shows you significant. When he gets a big gain, and there's somebody helping him out. That time, Kewaskum played it very well, and Panthers have it 2nd and about 13.
3:20.
Schultz hasn't run in a while. Just a thought here. Wide side, but they've got a lot of receivers.
3 wideouts on the top side.
Toss it outside. Miller makes the cut. Well played again by the defensive end. Now we're going to have a penalty right. We'll see what it is.
The pitch goes to Miller for a short gain.
They've just decided we're going to load the box.
He may want to decline this.
See.
Face mask is indicated against.
Wait, no, they called hold. Yeah, I thought it was a hold. No, they're going to take it. Yeah, they have brought their corners and safeties up quickly. Yep. You're basically looking at an 11-man front. So you bring Charlie Nass in instead of one of the receivers. Charlie's more of a tight end.
So it will be 2nd and 21.
Be interesting to see if Coach Grind kind of plays it safe here and runs the clock, or.
I think they're going to try to just get somebody on the outside a little bit. The Monk's pretty well isolated down here. Schultz can throw the ball. That was a screen, and I'll tell you, the only thing was the screen door opened quickly.
Quinn Dornacker throws him to the turf.
So that wasn't a real good series for the Panthers. They're now 3rd and about 40. third and a lot. And Schultz,
it'll be 3rd and 38.
That's close. Yeah, they were setting up the screen, but they brought a lot of people, and there was nothing there. If your defense,
when you do this, when you do the screen pass, you got to block a little bit.
And they played it. They took away, I think, the running back. Get it to Miller, and I tell you, they have tightened things up. They have definitely tightened some things up.
Handoff straight ahead.
There was nothing there. There was nothing there in any one of those plays. Now, granted, we had a big sack, and a hold, but it's not the way you want to do it right before the half.
No.
So Schultz to kick.
First punt of the night for Schultz, and he's done a really nice job this year punting the ball.
Considering
he didn't know he was the punter until the day before the season started.
Hey, that was plenty of time. And he
Good
kicks
kick.
it pretty darn well.
It's okay.
That's at least a 35, 37-yard kick
Into the wind.
into what wind there is, right? So with 57 seconds to go, Kewaskum will have the football down 28-0. Now, if you're Kewaskum, you know, Plymouth gets the ball to start
Second
the
half.
second half. You don't want to just give it back to him on a short field right now.
So it was a really nice kick, actually. It ended up being 42 yards.
And it was in the air. You know, he didn't get the turf bounce to help him out.
I would think Kewaskum are going to come out and throw the ball down the field. Be
Like you said,
surprised if the
they don't
Panthers-
have anything to lose. They really don't.
Panthers might
Ogie breaks. They had some pressure. Broke up the middle. Picks up 6 yards. Clock is going to run. Look, Kewaskum's not going to call timeout. Neither are the Panthers.
Charlie Nass. Gains about 4 on the play.
looks like Ogie's limping a little bit there too here.
So second and 5.
It's probably going to be the last play of the first half.
It can be if they want it to be. Landon Shield with a big breakaway run. Another sophomore.
The ball is placed on the Panther 40. First down, Kewaskum.
Another sophomore.
Yeah. Talked to his dad before the game.
Timeout, Kewaskum.
Sure, take a timeout, see what you can do. 10 seconds, maybe you can break another one. While there's a timeout, Van Horn Automotive Group. We know buying a car isn't just about the car, it's about the experience. At Van Horn, we keep it simple, transparent, and focused on you. Shop over 3,000 new and used vehicles online or in store, and yes, we deliver. We've been part of the Plymouth community since 1966. We're proud to still be growing with you because we're not just selling cars. We're creating better experiences one customer at a time. Van Horn, family born, employee owned. American Senior Benefits, Ryan Riley and Kristen Heidemann. If you're retiring and eligible for Medicare, turning 65, or just curious to find out if your plan is the right one for you, American Senior Benefits is there to help. Ryan Riley and Kristen Heidemann are experienced in providing personalized services to explain and guide you through the Medicare process and provide you through a free needs analysis with options available at the lowest cost for the best health care coverage. Call Ryan 920-207-0731. Kristen 920-207-8037. Set up an appointment at your home or in their office. American Senior Benefits, they're here to help. So, first and 10 seconds to go. Maybe you can get 2 plays. They're going to I'll tell you, Yogi.
Nice job, Charlie Nass.
Yep.
Is taken down in the backfield.
And they're going to let the clock run, out. So the Panthers do go in at halftime by a score of 28-0. Scott Richards, Kurt Zoll, Kevin Roydford, Plymouth Community TV. We'll be back after the half. We'll have Shelley. So you can watch at halftime. We have Plymouth Community TV's Timeout with Scott Richards with an interview with our recently retired AD and Activities Secretary Dan Canales and Shelley Zimmerman. It's fun to watch.
At Panther at the north entrance.
Welcome to Plymouth Community TV and Timeout with Scott Richards. We are here standing on Finke Field. We have another episode of Timeout with Scott Richards. Our guests today are Shelley Zimmerman.
Hi.
And Dan Canales.
Hi, everybody.
One of the things we are very fortunate with in Plymouth is when we've had some changes. regardless of whatever the situation. In our case with Dan and Shelley, they have recently retired as part of the Plymouth full-time staff, although maybe not completely yet, Shelley. But we've been so lucky with the transitions that have taken place. And so getting Shelley and Dan here, we're not going to talk so much about their retirement. They know they're retired. You know, in Dan's case, we may have known it for a while. But it's just neat to sit and talk to them because of the experiences they've had. So Dan, your last official title that you had as a full-time staff member was?
Activities director for the Plymouth School District.
And a lot of people don't know that it changed a lot. They don't know how much it changed from the athletic director, which was part-time, to a little bit full-time, a little more full-time, to full-time, and then activities grades 6, 12. Shelley, your official title?
Administrative assistant.
Pretty much activities, right?
Yeah. Activities, the activity accounts, all the money and dealing with the activities, yes.
And the thing about it, and what we want to talk about a little bit today is, you know, we sort of know how they got there with their jobs for a little while, but we've always sort of tried to have a progression here in Plymouth. I know I progressed in social studies and in various sports. Shelley, before you became activities, because we both graduated from PHS, but I know you did a lot of different things.
I started out in the district. I worked at Riverview in the cafeteria, and then I went to Cascade Elementary and ran the kitchen out there for a couple of years. And then I came to the high school. I've done some different things at the high school. I helped with youth services and checked on kids. I did copying in the copy room. I also, probably the last thing I did before my job that I have now is the library. I worked in the library for quite a few years.
Danny, again, now this is the thing. Nobody got to see a lot of Shelley, and it's just so different. So you don't know what people do in the background. That's kind of what we're talking about a little bit today. Danny?
Yeah, I started off teaching physical education at the elementary schools, Fairview and Parnell. And then I slowly worked my way up here through the adaptive Phy Ed program. So I taught that in the mornings. And then when an opening happened, I taught full-time Phy Ed and health and adaptive PE at the high school before taking over as the activities director about 9 years ago.
And then we talk about activities director, and we all of us have relied on the staff in the offices. And again, they're in the background. Nobody knows. We finally got to see Shelley in the parade this past week as one of the grand marshals, probably the true grand marshal. But Danny, when working with Shelley, it was very significant what she was able to do to help you, correct?
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts behind the scenes that have to happen before every contest, every play, every musical performance, from ticketing to paying officials, to all those little things that happen prior to the workers. She always helped schedule the workers with me. She really was the organization behind most of the activities that we had here.
Now this is real. I don't want to put you on the spot on this one. In the end of the day, I know how many sports, Danny, you can ask this one pretty quickly. How many sports does occur in the Plymouth district?
I don't know it exactly, but it's got to be right around 18 to 20 between male and female. And then we have some co-ops with hockey that we co-op with Sheboygan. And then if you count trap and bowling and some of those things, they're kind of sports, but they're all activities and they're all things that kids can take advantage of here at Plymouth High School. I
know not many years ago I was told that Plymouth has one fewer sport than Fond du Lac. Plymouth with now 730 kids and Fond du Lac with just under 2,000. Shelley, then you know more about a lot of activities. There's a ton of stuff you must have had to deal with.
Yeah, I think, like Dan said, the musical, people don't think that that's, a lot. The musical and all the ticketing that goes on with that. The one-act play that's going to happen soon here this fall. Yeah, there's so much that you forget. You forget all the stuff you do. You just do it after a while.
Well, and I know the laws changed so much. I remember at one time an activities account, like we as coaches, we had a school activities account. This was pretty much before booster clubs. And then they said, well, you can't buy so much as a shirt for an assistant coach from that activities account. And that's okay. It's just the way it is. So any little things that you think you had to do that people just wouldn't know, or maybe they frustrated you, whatever.
No. Honestly, no. I love my job. I loved what I did. I loved the people that I work with.
Yeah, and your personality was great for that, especially when I'd walk in the door when I was probably missing something. We talked about that. What's some things, and Danny now as a retired AD and head football coach, you're always looking for tomorrow. Some things that you'd like to see maybe happen a little bit.
I think, it's been the vision to just create more opportunities, continuously look at opportunities that we can add more activities as kids' interests change. We try to add more, and I think Kevin Butters is following that roadmap by trying to create things, trying to create a leadership council with students, not the ones necessarily participating, but then the student section. I think that's a big focus for Kevin and what he's trying to accomplish, and it's things we talked about for years. Just going back a little bit to what we were asking Shelley before and I, ticketing is a huge thing, and it was kind of our last couple years. Online ticketing to cash at the gate is where all these schools are transitioning, and we kind of were from the old regime and the old school, and we kept the cash entries, and I know most schools are transitioning to cashless, and I'm sure Plymouth is not far to follow, at least an option to be cashless. So that was one big transition that we kind of held off on just because we were old school and we liked the ability to collect cash, and cash is king in the world, as I've always learned. So that's one transition that I'm sure will happen soon. So, just be ready for it. I think they'll transition with a model that you can still pay cash or use the online app. But I think eventually all schools are going to go to just paying online and having online ticketing.
I've seen that. I saw that at West Bend Co-op Hockey, where a couple high school kids were in front of me and they didn't have a credit card, and the lady let them in. She knew them, I think. But yeah, that's a challenge. That's probably something you're glad you may not have to deal with too much, Shell.
It didn't matter to me, I guess. But what Dan said, though, I think Dan had the approach that, yeah, we can do it, but let's let some other ones figure it out first, and they can figure out which program is going to work the best, and then we'll go with it. I think Dan and I were willing to do it, but we just weren't getting there. We just weren't that far yet, and everybody was okay with us doing cash.
Well, and I think when you get to that, I remember when the Packers went to no tickets, it's on your phone. And you watch guys like me jumbling with their phone. Now I've done it enough, but and if you do that, there's going to have to be a lot of training. It's and there's so many systems out there that well, I don't know. Anything else, then you'd be interested. And I know you're not. I know you loved your job. In fact, we all enjoyed our job. We'd have gotten the heck out of here, but that could help.
I think the one thing with Plymouth is we're always trying to better for the kids, like Dan had said. We're always trying to get more kids involved. That's our goal here, and yeah, Kevin, I think will do a really good job of making sure that those kids that aren't in sports or in the musical or whatever, we'll get them involved some way, because that's our goal, is for them to be involved, and they're just better kids better students when they're involved. And I think that's so true of Plymouth.
I talked to a few people, two of them from out of town, that were amazed at the parade. I got to actually stand downtown and watch the parade, and they said what they were impressed with is all the activities that were in it, including I think some second and third graders marching down the parade, regardless of the candy that they could throw. Couldn't throw. But yeah, and that has always been impressive. The research is amazing. If you keep them involved, it's better. It's better. So like we're looking at our cameraman here, Mr. Zulp, and what he has added and the things he's willing to do for us is made it good. I know the little TV broadcasts we do, we just kind of do them, and yet we find people from other communities. How do you do that? Well, we're lucky. We've got some people that want to help and do it. So yeah. So you're both retired. I don't want to go with all your plans, because I'm sure with some experience that they will change every day. But Dano, anything else about your job?
No, it was just a great career here at Plymouth. I enjoyed every minute of it. I'm glad I landed a job here in Plymouth. It worked out amazing, not just for me, but for my family. My kids went to school here. I loved every minute of it, and it was just time. Kevin and Mark, who took over as activities director and head football coach, it's their time. They were ready, and we'll just be spectators and fans and keep rooting them on and helping any way we can.
You know, Shelley,
Yep, I agree. It was time. You know when it's time, and it was time. It was time to go. And the young lady who's taking over for me, she is a young lady, so hopefully she will be here for a really long time, and she'll find this to be her home, even though she's not a Plymouth grad.
I remember Cabby Wild talking to me, and of course I'd been involved with Cabby as a coach and AD and friend when he said, "You'll know." And I think that's when I stepped away from football. I just couldn't do football and basketball anymore, and that was great advice from him. Well, I really appreciate you two coming out to give this interview for Plymouth Community Television, Time Out with Scott Richards, and it's been just great, and we hope you all enjoy it, and we'll see you again. Welcome back to the second half of Plymouth Panther football, coming to you tonight from Finke Field as our Plymouth Panthers are hosting the Kewaskum Indians. Welcome you to Plymouth Community TV, Channel 14, also on YouTube. Scott Richards, Kurt Zalp, Kevin Roitford doing a ball game tonight. It's a beautiful fall night. I mean, we were a little spoiled with that nice weather. What a gorgeous...
Look at that beautiful moon, red moon.
Yeah.
Red moon coming over Fleet Farm tonight. Coming up over Fleet Farm.
Right. I thought it was just Schultz walking up the steps, but no, it wasn't. So the Panthers lead 28-0. They've done some really good things, had a couple big plays. Defensively, they've held pretty well. They play a team that, doesn't have really anything to lose, throws the ball around a little bit, made a few mistakes they need to clean up. So they're going to receive the kickoff. Deep will be Miller and Troca. Panthers 7-0, planning to go 8-0 if they keep this rolling. Next week, Plymouth Panthers will play at Beaver Dam, which should be the game for the outright conference championship. Blake Style to kick off for Kewaskum. Again, Troca and Miller are deep. Kick is good. It's going to come to Troca. He's going to take it right up the middle, looks for a gap. He gets one, and then nice tackle at the 34, 35-yard line. If he lost the ball, it was when he landed on the ground. So the Panthers will take over.
Dylan Smith brings the ball back to the Panther.
So the
30
player down for the Indians.
Down,
Our trainer Yoshi out there quickly to check him out.
I thought his leg was twisted backwards.
Eric 3 is just walking off a little slowly.
Whoops. 83. We'll give him Derek Trapp. Little, I think he's not. Hope he's okay. Looks like he got a good bell ringing.
Yeah. Well, he's up and moving. That's always a good sign. So Panthers have the ball at their own 36, up 28-0. Just starting the third.
Yeah, we'll set that Panther offense here.
Sounds good.
Out at wideout, we got number 2 Dylan Korthos now. Number 9 Parker Bursch. Number 11 Cole Kuhn.
Up the middle for Miller. I'll tell you, the last 3-4 times Miller has carried the ball, there has been nothing there, Kevin.
Yep. Quarterback is at number 15, Caden Schultz. Number 23, Aiden Monk at wideout.
They bring in Sawyer Vorpagel. They usually use him more as a blocking back a little bit.
Yep. Number 19, Tyler Williams. Number 32, Charlie Nass as a tight end. Devin Miller, number 34.
Miller gets outside. He
snap to
breaks.
Miller.
Somebody got him by 1 foot. He breaks through. He's gone. Take it to the house. Keep her going, Devin Miller. Keep her going, baby. Touchdown, Panthers.
Devin Miller, who takes it the distance.
He broke one tackle, and that was it.
Touchdown.
Really nice block by DeMonk there on the outside. Sealed off the outside.
That
is a 58-yard run.
So, Panthers, less than a minute into the second half, take a 34-0 lead. York to kick, Schultz to hold. DeMonk seemed to be moving just a little bit slow as he came off the field. Extra point by Landon York. The Panthers 35, the Indians 0.
And you know what that does for us, Scott?
Well, we learned, and I admit I didn't understand. I apologize for it because it's 35-0 running clock in the start of the third. But if the difference drops below 35 points, they can run the clock then. So in the fourth quarter, then it's 35. It just keeps running. So that's how the thing goes. So on the clock does not stop right now on an incomplete pass, does not stop on a out of bounds, stops on a timeout, stops on a change possession, or if there's somebody that's injured. So things will go quickly. So you're going to kick.
You know, one thing, Scott, there, Kewaskum's really keying on that dive with Miller up the middle. And Coach Cron made a little bit of adjustment. You know, around the outside has been pretty successful all night long. And
well, I give the Kewaskum coaches credit, you know, for doing some things. Your kick lands at the 2, goes through the end zone. That's at least the third one that's gone through the end zone some way tonight. So Kewaskum begins at their own 20.
Kewaskum will start out at their own 20-yard line. First down, Indians.
That is such an advantage. You know, we've been blessed with some real good kickers the last few years. And when you can kick the ball
it saves
to the end zone or better through the end zone.
You know, and it saves a lot of situations too for players on kickoff return. So first and 10, OG Stills at quarterback for the Kewaskum Indians.
Panther defense, Josh Watkins at linebacker, Parker Bursch at defensive end.
The OG's on the run again. He's throwing her out of bounds. It simply has an incomplete pass.
Cole Cohen at a defensive end linebacker. Kenan Schultz as a defensive back.
That was a late flag. I don't know what for. Lineman downfield.
Penalty marker on the field.
Tyler Williams, number 19, at a defensive back. Aiden DeMonk at a safety. Maximum Troca at a linebacker. Charlie Nass at a defensive end. Devin Miller at a linebacker. Nate Hestel at a defensive tackle, and Nolan Ritchie at another defensive tackle. Those two gentlemen have really played a nice game today. Really put some nice pressure. That whole defensive line, actually.
Yeah, OG's been on the run all night.
Yeah.
I think he may be used to that, though. So, first and 10. 9:44 to go in the third. Run up the middle, good hit. Couldn't see the number, and happened too quick for these old eyes, but.
Number 3.
Watson again.
Yeah, Watkins.
Watkins again.
Runs into a wall of Panthers. Gains 3 on the play.
Dylan Smith in for the Panthers. Dylan is a senior defensive back. They put him in with 5 defensive backs here.
Third and about 7. Yeah, you're right. They've loaded up on backs and linebackers. Nice catch. Very nice throw, nice catch.
Pass is complete to Johnny Hooker.
You know, there's a safety behind. That's one where you'd like to see that. Now, Smith just came into the ball game. He's not even warmed up yet.
Yep. Well, and he wasn't ready.
No.
You know, he came into the ball game late. You know, he didn't get lined up in the right spot.
Yeah, they brought him in late. It makes it hard on him.
Makes it difficult on him to be ready. He was 2 steps behind there, and the white out there got out there, and
so just
here he is.
Miller drags him down from behind a couple times now. OG has been smart enough. He gets out of trouble in a good fashion. Picks up another 5 yards, so 2 decent yards in a row for the Indians. Panthers have to bow it up a little bit here.
Panther defense got to get ready here. Defensive backs seem to be about a step behind, ready to go here.
Well, they need right now. The big thing is that you want to play your position, play your technique, play hard all the time. And he picked up. I think that's a first down.
Yep.
Kewaskum
Yep, they
pushes
moved
the
it, so they've
pile
got a first
ahead.
down. You know, you want to have simply some pride as a unit. You know, they haven't given up a point. You don't want to give up. You don't want to give up anything. Now, first down with the clock running, the clock runs. Normally, that they would stop the clock on the first down. So first and 10 at the 50-yard line, right at the 50.
First down, Kewaskum.
Charlie Nass comes in for Richie there. I don't know if Charlie's going to line up as a defensive end here, and we're going to move Kuhn into the tackle position.
Well, I'll tell you what, they've been bringing people, but the Kewaskum line has done a pretty good job of picking it up. Nice catch on the outside.
His pass is complete to number 11, Jace Wichkowski.
So good out pattern by Kewaskum, and they're going to have second and very, very, very short.
He's inches short of the first down. He's second in a short one.
So Kewaskum has moved the ball right down the field from the 20-yard line. And we got a whistle for something here now. They moved the ball over to this hash. Towards this hash. So second and very short. They got
5:56 in the third.
And it's off the middle, and the push is going to get them the first down. They only had to get to the 40, and they got to the 40, so it's first and 10. Panther 40 for the Indians.
Ball carrier was number 24, Gavin Middle.
The Indian ball carrier carries the ball across the 40-yard line. First down, Kewaskum.
Okay, it's time for the Panther defense to come up with a play here.
Well, as I said, what you want, you take pride in what you do, regardless of the score, regardless of what's going on, and you just bow it up a little bit. That's the same group that's been out there most of the time, so. Looking at the swing, throwing it deep down the field. Schultz blocks it away.
Ogie's pass is intended for Johnny Hooker. Keaton Schultz defending on the play.
We're a long ways away. All I saw was Schultz knock the ball away. Am I correct, Kevin?
That's what I saw.
Pass interference indicated against the Panthers. That'll be a 15-yard penalty.
So it's another interference. That one, again, where we're standing up here, I saw Schultz go up, bat the ball away. Didn't say contact before. The
problem there is Schultz has got his back to the ball. He doesn't see it, and he's running towards the receiver, and he runs into the receiver.
But he saw the ball go up.
Right.
So we don't know. Hey, they called one on Kewaskum they weren't happy with, and
yeah, well, it's now 5-1.
yeah.
Tonight.
So pick up about 2 on the first down for Kewaskum. They're inside the Panther 25-yard line for Kewaskum. This is a very good drive.
Choka with the tackle.
Second and 8.
What Kewaskum has done is they've given OG a little bit of time.
Yep.
Under 4 minutes in the third quarter. Again, we have a running clock. Quick out again. Ball caught. Williams right on the tackle, but still about a 5-yard completion.
Really nice play by Tyler Williams there. Makes it 3rd and 5.
And a good throw from Ogie, so 3rd and 5 for the Indians. This is 4 downs. They can kind of do whatever they want. Ogie's got just a little bit of limp in his giddy up right now. I think that happened near the end of the first half. But he's hanging through it, that's for sure. Out and up. Ogie's not going to get the Now that's got to be a.
Ogie is
And he got the
pressured
flag.
by Nate Helsel.
I don't know the rule that well in high school, but it just seemed like a couple times there certainly wasn't anybody there. He certainly wasn't.
Yeah, and what you don't know is,
Yeah.
24-yard line.
is he trying to throw the ball down the field, and as he's getting hit or as he's getting grabbed, the ball he loses possession of the ball in his hand.
Intentional grounding is called on the Indians.
So
That will be
it's a tough
loss
one
of
for
down
the
penalty
Indians.
and a spot foul.
So it's going to be 4th down and goal. No, 4th and 20. Excuse me, 4th and about 20.
Being 4th and about 20.
Well, that was the play the Panther defense needed to make there.
Well, they covered well and they got a lot of pressure.
They got a lot of pressure. I didn't, I apologize to the audience. I didn't see who made that pressure, but
I'll tell you.
Pass is intended.
I'll tell you what. If I'm Mark Volbrecht on this one,
Penalty marker on the field.
if I'm Mark Volbrecht now, I'm going to send this in, because that wasn't, if there's contact going for the ball, it's not interference. And
That'll be a 15-yard penalty.
yeah, again, we were very supportive of officials, but and it's not even let him play. He's going for the interception. He has the right to the ball. The defensive player has the right to the ball as well as the offensive player. There was no.
And he was going for the ball.
He was going
there.
for the ball. He had the ball. In fact, if anything, the offensive player did a great job of preventing the interception.
Oh, he's kicking that field goal.
Yeah, from the 25. It's going to be.
No good.
It's good.
Oh, looked like it was short.
Blake Sterl.
I think Coach Volbrecht. Now the official on this side did not make the call. The guy that's on the other side, in fact, from I can see, he's made every call.
Yes.
It's coaches.
Between the back judge and the sideline judge there.
You're going to question calls, and they see something different than what you do. And again, we appreciate the fact they're here, because you don't have a game without them. So now he's talking that. The thing is that the defensive back went at the ball, didn't push, didn't grab, didn't hold. If he'd called a hold, okay, we wouldn't have seen it. But that's one of those where I don't think there's any argument. So the Paddock Club, Lake Street and Elkhart Lake. Great food prepared by Chef Lynn Chisholm. Comfort food made with love for you and your family. Miller & Belt, Hill Road, great line of steel products. They service everything they sell. Plymouth Furniture for every room in the house with a clearance center in the back, including appliances.
Well, they got 3. Number 8.
And they can stop. Now it's going to be the fourth quarter, so, but the clock can be stopped now. Kick is up, it's in the air, it's coming to, I think this might be Dylan Smith. And it certainly is, and he takes it out past the 45-yard line with a nice return. Good job, Dylan Smith.
First down, Plymouth Panthers.
I think you're going to see some new numbers out on the field for the Panthers.
Looks like I see 17, Ethan Rowell at quarterback. Vorpogel, number 35. Number 24, Hunter Scheel at wideout. Number 6, Carter Weinhold at a wideout.
And now has played some quarterback in ball games so far this year. A little congestion in the middle of the line. Not much there. Picks up maybe a yard, and that'll end the third quarter with the Panthers up 35-3.
Handoff to Maximo Troka.
So
Chorko with the carry for 2.
You know,
Shoots ahead for a
the
2-yard
Kewaskum
gain.
did some nice things on that
is
drive,
the
but
third
boy, that
quarter
was
play. The score,
one
Panthers 35.
interesting call. So
Kewaskum Indians
we'll mention
3.
again some of our sponsors: 20/20 Visions, Doctors Wickland, Beiersdorf, and Van El's, dedicated to the eye care needs of their patients for over 20 years. Be wise, take care of your eyes. Meyer Motors, Plaza Lane in Plymouth, best new car dealership, best locally owned business, best auto repair shop, best tire center, best car wash and detail shop, voted by you from Sheboygan County, and all these bests. Waldo State Bank, beautiful Waldo, Wisconsin, serving the community since 1913. So the Panthers, 12 minutes to go in the ball game. They've done some really good things. Have had obviously some big plays, a few mistakes. Some of them were some challenging situations for them, but just got to learn from it and move forward. Great return by Dylan Smith. 2nd and 8. Whole bunch of new guys out on the field right now. In the backfield, Troka and Vorpagel. Ethan Rao, the QB. Got to try to get a little movement in that line. They're stuffing it up.
We'll get some of those offensive linemen.
Rao carries it and doesn't get much.
I see 78 there for Nick Nelson for the Panthers at offensive lineman. Number 62, number 52, Andrew Fisher, number 62, Colton Stanky at an offensive lineman.
So 3rd and 8. I think, Rao can throw the football.
And number 72, Preston Gahagan.
He's got time. He's looking deep. Yeah, all the calls tonight. There we didn't get him. That was a nice throw. Throw was the Carter White.
Holding is indicated against Plymouth.
I got to believe they're going to decline it, so we have to.
The penalty is declined. It'll be
Punt team will come out onto the field.
From their own.
Now because it's 35-3, the clock continues to run. That's why, and Kewaskum wanted to get on the board. Why not if you're Kewaskum? Punt team, don't forget you're on it here, fellas. You don't switch. You don't switch special teams, no matter what the score is. You just don't have the time to do that unless somebody's hurt or you're mad at them. Schultz with a nice kick, get a good bounce, and they do.
Okay.
So Kewaskum takes over at the 15-yard line.
15-yard line.
15-yard line.
Plymouth Glass, 402 East Main Street. For all your glass window needs, plastics, contact Plymouth Glass. PJ Campbell's at the depot. Great food, casual dining experience, open Wednesday through Sunday each day at 4. So you're going to see some more numbers on the field for the defense. Coaches are getting kids in right away. That's great. Senior night, get the kids a chance on the
number
field.
Number 20, Dylan Smith. Number 6, Carter Weinhold in the defensive backfield. I do see Williams yet. And
good coverage by Weinhold down at the bottom of the screen. See now when the incomplete pass clock stops.
32, Charlie Nass. Number 28, Max Machoka. Number 35, Vorpagel. Number 3,
would be great to
Josh
see
Watkins.
This group to get a turnover.
42.
Yep, a lot of different numbers.
Yep. Nate Helsel, number 44, Nolan Ritchie. Some of the starters are still there. Cone is still in there. Defensive line is pretty much intact.
Troka gets first contact, followed by Smith. They're going to pick up about 4.
We got the ball.
Well, Well, we've got it in our hand, that's for sure. So,
Wow. Runners still standing, and
the ball's, it's got to be 3rd and 6. The ball's sitting just on the 20.
Yep.
The down marker is sitting at the 16, so it's 3rd and 6.
it's about 3rd and 5, and yeah,
Okay.
3rd and 6.
So again, your Kewaskum, one play here is OG just scrambling. He's going deep, a little bit overthrown. Not a bad throw.
Johnny Hooker is the intended receiver.
Pretty good coverage out there by.
4th and 5.
So 4th and 5, if you're Kewaskum, they're going to go. I think they're going to go for it.
Is that Williams out there by the Panthers?
Yep.
Yes.
It was Williams yet. Yep.
4th down.
Again, they're effective when OG can just scramble. But he's a little bit dinged up, so we'll see. Again, when you get different groups, now you got Troka and Kuhn and Vorpagel all are playing linebacker and Watkins. So they've got some experience right there. So they should be able to do a few interesting things. And one of those is to just tackle the quarterback. Who did they send?
Really nice. Kuhn.
Yeah, they did a really nice stunt on that one. Now the Panthers have
Vorpagel.
Yep.
Really nice job. You know, Cole Kuhn, if he's not an all-conference linebacker this year,
he certainly has played well.
He sure has played well all year long. Devin Miller at linebacker
what they
too.
Have is athletes. I mean, they're athletic. Okay, so the Panthers are inside the 10. Rao, Troka, and Vorpagel in the backfield. That is it. And
Here we
to
go.
Troka. He's pounding it. Don't see the score. It is a touchdown.
Nice job.
Maximo Troka takes it in from
Maximo
that line.
Troka.
That line did a job too.
There he did. Very nice.
Fouled it away.
That's nice that those kids
the little
Plymouth.
Rosie's out on the field, going to check on somebody down at the goal line. Looks almost like it might be a little bit of a
cramp.
Even with this cold, they still can get a cramp. And while that happens, we can mention our sponsors. Bank First, Eastern Avenue. Takes great pride in supporting the community. Just another reason it's different at First. Advanced Eye Care Anesthetics, Doctors Tim, Cheryl Ziegler, Dr. Schnelly. Provides several aesthetic treatments for skin care wellness, including signature custom facial, hydro diamond facial, acne control facial, instant lift facial, holistic cupping facial, dermaplaning, and many more. Call our office if you have questions. Schedule an appointment, 920-893-8474.
Landon Yerk on to attempt the extra point.
Yerk's going to kick the extra point. Vorpagel is up. Yep, it looks like he's walking off a cramp. Van Horn Automotive Group. They make it simple. Shop online for more 3,000 new and used vehicles, all with transparent pricing.
Sorry, Vorpagel.
Yeah, a little
coming off the field. I think he had a little cramp there. Looks good though.
Yerk to kick. Up 41-3 right now. Kick is up. Kick is good. 42-3. So now the running clock will come into play again.
The Kewaskum Indians 3.
So they went for it on 4th down. The Panthers stopped them. And I would think that if I was Kewaskum, I would have tried it too. Why not, right?
Yeah. You
Again,
got nothing to lose.
They're a very young team. The Panthers. Hey, the Panthers aren't that old a team though. They got a lot of young kids playing some significant time.
A lot of their key players are seniors. So I mean, you look at Miller and you look at.
Miller and Schultz certainly.
Schultz for sure. Dayton DeMonk. Bursch. Watkins is only a junior. Kuhn's only a junior. Charlie Nass is a junior.
Troca's a junior.
Troca's a junior.
Landon York on to kick off once again.
Yeah, they got a few.
You got four-year
You got to
four-year offensive linemen are underclassmen.
Yep. Okay, Yerk to kick off. He's kicked very, very well tonight. All of his extra points and every kickoff is, other than when he had like kind of a pooch, had probably worked as well as any of them. That's going to be a little short. Whitfield has it. He makes a few mix, but they got him down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Kewaskum. Now the clock will continue to run.
30-yard line.
It's a race to the. I'm surprised they didn't throw a flag and the kids racing to the tee.
Guess who's in the tackle? Cole Kuhn.
So the Panthers back on defense again. You're going to see a lot of different numbers.
Some wholesale changes there. Now we got in for the Panthers Tyson Arnold, number 14, number 16 Derek Smith, linebacker. Number 24 Hunter Shield. Number 4 Caleb Feldman.
When she hands it off, running back, gets to the outside. There's a nice play. Dylan Smith.
Really good speed there shown by Smith.
Well, Smith is quick. He can play.
78 for the Panthers. Nick Nelson for Nolan Ritchie, who had a really nice game tonight.
The crowd has dissipated a little bit as it's gotten a little chillier.
Up on top, we got number 6 at a defensive back, Carter Whitenault, senior.
So second and 6. Panthers on D. OG still at quarterback. Get some decent yardage up the middle. Good quick feet.
Tyson
picks up about, so it's me third.
Tyson Arnold with the tackle there.
Your first down yardage comes up a yard short. Will be 3rd and 1.
Number 74, Alex Young, in for
in the defensive line.
Nolan Ritchie, yeah. And Nate Helsel. It's good to get. It's really nice to get some of those seniors some time, Scott.
Oh yeah,
you know, they've been playing. They've been playing for, 4 years, and
first down, Kewaskum. Before we got a chance right now. I know there's 7 minutes left in the game to mention all the seniors who have played at the game at Plymouth for the Plymouth Panthers. Generally starting from their freshman year on right till their senior year right now. Number 2, Dylan Korthels. 6, Carter Weinhold. Number 9, Parker Birch. 15, Caden Schultz. 19, Tyler Williams. 20, Dylan Smith. 23, Aiden DeMonk. Come back after this first play. 1st and 10 for Kewaskum at their own 43-yard line.
Pass intended for Jace Witkoski. Pass interference indicated against Plymouth. That's a 15-yard penalty.
So we'll finish up with the seniors that are graduating this year. 34, Devin Miller. 35, Sawyer Vorpagel. 42, Nate Helsel. 44, Nolan Ritchie. 54, Zach Miller. 62, Colin Stanky. 74, Alex Young. And 79, Jacob Schaub. And we hope we have a lot of football left to play this year, but you appreciate all the efforts that they've done, leadership they've shown. And it's not easy. And many of them are multi-sport athletes, so good for them. So we've seen another
pass interference. I think that's 7 on the Panthers tonight.
All you can do is look at the film when you're coaches and when you're done and say, okay, fellas, here's what we didn't do right. We were wrong. By the same token, if they see things that they just really have to question, you can send it in. But they had 2 flags on that one. If you have 2 flags, So, loss of a yard. The Panther defense bowled up on that one. We're under 6 minutes. 5:22 to go in the football game. Plymouth up 42-3.
Got to name number 74, Alex Young there. Really stuffed the hole there very nicely.
Well, if I'm Kewaskum, I'm just going to throw the ball up in the air. Nice stop, nice hit. Can't see the
Really nice job by Carter Weinhold there.
Hit him right at the right time. So third and 11.
Incomplete. 3rd and 11.
Under 5 minutes to go in the ball game. All right, there we go. 3rd and 11. Big play. Panthers stop. I don't think they're going to punt the ball. They're going to try to run it up the middle. They're going to pick up a couple yards. Pick up. Landon Shield carries it up to the 39-yard line of Plymouth. So it's 4th and 6, 4th and 7.
Nice tackle again by number 14, Tyson Arnold. He's come in and done a really nice job. He's only a sophomore.
You know, and again, you're right. The kids are, that first drive, you've been standing in all night. You're getting a little bit cool. Now they're ready to roll. Big play. Hold them right here. Put this thing to rest. Going deep. Nice throw right on that was right on the button. Johnny Hooker is showing a couple other times he can do some things on the football field. That was a great throw.
Well, that's the best throw Ogie's thrown all night long.
Well, he had time. He had no pressure on him, and if you're a good quarterback and there's no pressure, so they're going to go they're going to kick it. Starles will kick.
To attempt the extra point.
That makes the score 42-9. Extra point pending.
But in the 4th quarter, it should keep running now, no matter what. Starles' kick is good. So it's now 42-10. But again, the rule, as we were told, that in the 4th quarter, once they get under 35, the clock will continue to run. So Kevin, well, we will travel to Beaver Dam next week. As I understand it right now, I think Beaver Dam is undefeated in the conference. I'd have to look again. They're a solid team. Be a good test for the Panthers. They had to see what it was like without their normal starting quarterback. I thought both Schultz and DeMunk handled it pretty well. Yeah. And I think another week of practice, you're over the shock. You played on a Friday night, and they can do some things with the skill level that they have. You know, obviously when you put Cade at quarterback, you lose a really good receiver, but you have a very good athlete at quarterback. So now back to return, you're going to have Dylan Smith and Maximo Troca. Now wouldn't be a real shocked if Kewaskum would try a little
onside here.
Hey, they're just trying to build. That's what's going on right now. They play Watertown, I think at Watertown next week. I can't remember for sure. Oh, kicks it away. It's going to come to Troca, fumbles it around a little bit. Oh, so it goes one way, comes the other way, and here he comes back. Picks that up past the 25-yard line. So 3:23 to go. Panthers will take over. Again, I think you're going to see most of the same numbers. Basically, if the Panthers can get a first down, they can take this one and take this one to the barn.
Kewaskum's put some wholesale changes in there too, so it's good to see that they've. Again,
Jeff Rundorf, a new coach this year, and some of the same names I'm familiar with from years past, having myself coached in this conference. Rao at quarterback. Ball comes to him. Ball comes to Smith. If he can break one, he almost did. He gets up to past the 40-yard line.
40-yard line. First down, Plymouth Panthers.
Nice 14-yard carry. In for the Panthers now, Hunter Struve.
You know, it's nice to see Smith, senior, getting a chance to do some, you know, we saw some flashes in the past. But there's again, if you got a kid like that coming out now, they're loaded at running back. One of them, one of the best in the state. Snap is good, gets it up the middle, breaks a couple tackles. Tell you, the line did a nice job. So we're at the 2-minute mark. The Panthers are going to walk away with a nice win. They're going to be 8-0. They're going to travel to Beaver Dam next week for a huge, huge football game. After that, I can't even explain the playoff system anymore. It's who you played, who they played, their records, your records, but it's, you know, you can't choose who you play. I mean, you set up these non-conference games sometimes 2-3 years ahead. So it's very interesting.
I would assume we'll be a Division III.
It's all we're already Division III. They set them up. I think they set them up for the year. It's just different. And I didn't have any reason to really. I studied it this last week, and I still was confused, which is not uncommon with me.
Get a couple names here, Scott. 51, Griffin Allen is in for on the offensive line. Number 76, Owen Schermelter. These are all sophomore kids. Again, an opportunity to get some varsity experience here.
Taking a knee. Ethan now, one more knee, and this one will be done. So, hey, the Panthers come away with a good win. A lot of kids played. They overcame a loss of a really, really nice quarterback. But I thought Kate Schultz, but it's a team game. And I think that team rallied a little bit. We'll take one more knee, and we're going to put the horse into the barn. There we go. Ethan Rao. Good job, Panthers. Good job, coaches. So we thank you for watching Plymouth Community TV, whether it's on Channel 14 or YouTube. Scott Richards, Kurt Zulp, Kevin Rortvedt, and thank you, and see you next week.
42, the Kewaskum Indians 10. Next week, Plymouth will travel to Beaver Dam to end the regular season.